I'm this close to unsubscribing from this box. Beat furiously. Tasty. Not to brag, but I'm a pro chef. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is another episode of Bake With Me with the Bake Off subscription box. This month, the August box, even though it's September, a bit of a theme running here. We've got passion fruit eclairs with meringue kisses. And to be fair, these look pretty good. I'm quite excited for these. And in an attempt of an apology for the disaster that I will kind of explain in a minute, they have sent me, and I think everyone that was in this disaster, a free pouch of chocolate, dark chocolate buttons, plus another digital recipe book to basically make a very similar recipe. So I am actually going to be trying to attempt to make both of the recipes today because they are very, very similar, so might as well. Out of interest, to be like kind of honest about this box, I'm gonna complain for like a couple of minutes, so if you don't want that negativity, feel free to skip forward a couple of minutes. But I've almost done this close to unsubscribing from this box, in all honesty, because as we'll see in a minute, the tool this week is just not really amazing. It's pretty crap, not what I consider to be an amazing tool. And then every week there's always a huge list of stuff that you have to go out and buy to be able to do it. And then there seems to be like quite a lot of issues with the box. They seem to be spending all of their money on marketing to get new customers in rather than focusing on making sure the current customers actually get their boxes. So this August box, I didn't receive this box in the post until the 25th of August. And I had an email to say that it would be with me on the 15th to the 17th, coming in that time. And then it just never showed up, and then there was a big delay, and that's why we've all been given the extra free recipe and the free chocolate like buttons. But I would much rather the box just like turn up on time. And I had a bit of an issue with changing address and stuff. When I said in the last box, you have to change your address like 3 months before you actually move. Like, most people don't know their new address 3 months before, so they just need to sort the logistics out, maybe spend their money there rather than trying to recruit new people when they clearly can't handle the number of people they currently have. But anyway, now we're going to get into the fun bit that is baking. So the tool this week is 3 piping nozzles. We've got just a standard round one, like a star-shaped one, which is going to be for the meringues, and then this one, which is obviously for like filling the eclairs, or if you wanted to like fill donuts or something, and that's it. And personally for me, I already own 2 of these. You can buy like 50 piping nozzles on Amazon for about 8 quid. And so I don't think it's reasonably uncommon for people that would be buying this box, so they probably already have that kind of thing. So basically, this is the tool that I got this week that is a benefit to me, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. Like, you'd think they'd at least put a whole set of piping nozzles in or something like that. But, oh well, we move. So in terms of ingredients in this month's box, and this is going to emphasise what I've just said and why I'm disappointed, you've got 215 grams of caster sugar and 125 grams of flour and a little jar of passion fruit curd. And that's literally it, apart from the free chocolate buttons that I got, but that was already because they'd made a mistake. This, plus some piping bags and some piping nozzles, is literally all I got in this box this month, and it's £20, and I think that that is a little bit ridiculous. So in order to make the recipe, I had to go out and buy eggs, milk, double cream, and mint leaves. The mint leaves were optional, but they're kind of what makes it look good at the end. So yeah, again, disappointed. As I said, we're also going to make these chocolate choux buns, and the first stage is to make the choux pastry, and the recipe is exactly the same, so I'm just going to make it all in one big bunch. But to make the dough, this is going to be really hard, this is probably going to go wrong. We need flour, sugar, milk, butter and eggs. This is the bit that I'm scared for, because it says once all the butter's melted and it's boiled, you take it off, and it literally says beat furiously, like the flour into, so you just put the flour in, and I'm scared, and whether this clip makes it in or not is depending on the weird facial expressions I make. Right, are you ready? Oh, it smells disgusting. There, I think I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, God, that was a workout. The next thing is to flatten it out on a plate. I don't really get that, but we're doing it. Tasty. So we've got the ruler out for this one because we need to draw 10 12cm lines on the baking tray so that I can like pipe little lines for the shoe. Now this bit is, so I'm told, the scary bit, even though I thought the other bit was the scary bit, where you're basically scraping this off and we're putting the eggs in it. And the top tip that I got from Mum was don't put too many eggs in it. But I'm just following the recipe, but this looks like quite a lot of egg. But we're just pouring this in, we're mixing it up. If it all goes wrong, guess this video won't be happening. So now we've got what I'm hoping is considered a smooth dough. Putting it in here with the round piping nozzle and then piping it into the like lines and then the buns. And now we pipe, but look at the size of this, look how much shoe we've got. So we basically just have a giant sausage for the passion fruit ones. And then for the chocolate ones, it just kind of says like a lump. So I'm gonna do like a little poo, basically. I have no idea if that is the correct size or not. That feels like it might be a little bit too big. So, got my little sausages and these, not too sure about these, not feeling confident. These, feeling pretty confident. So they basically go in the oven now, sometime, and we hope for the best. So while those are in the oven, we are making the meringue kisses, and this is another little complaint I have this week. Maybe it's not unreasonable to assume that everyone has an electric whisk, but you literally cannot make this recipe without one, because to make meringue you gotta have a whisk. Luckily I have one, but if I was back at uni, or like if any student was doing this, I feel like most people don't just have an electric whisk. Or maybe they do. I'm giving up and starting again because this is, it's not right. It's been being whisked for like 20 minutes, and it's not doing it. I've only got one egg left, so we gotta hope that this works. Much better the second time around, much quicker. Can hold it over my head, so that's the test. And now we pipe this to make the little kisses, and then once they come out the oven, these go in the oven at a lower temperature. They're an interesting shape. Definitely wouldn't be considered uniform if I were to actually be in the bake-off, but they'll do. And then I've got my little meringue kisses. Got loads. Some of them are a bit questionable, but hopefully they'll be cute. Even though they're tiny, they go in the oven for like 45 minutes, which I'm not a bit concerned about that. So while those are cooking, I'm gonna focus on the other recipes, so the chocolate ones, because the filling's much simpler. It's literally just whipped cream, basically, double cream, whip it up. And then the topping is literally just melted chocolate. So I'm gonna get those done first because they're gonna be the quickest. So to assemble these, it's actually so simple. This is such an easy recipe. You slice one in half, basically, like this. We're not even filling them properly, we're just chopping it in half, getting the cream that we just whipped, putting some of that in there, make it look pretty, basically. And then the top, actually, did I put this on here first and then dip it? Yeah. On here, like this. And then I think you're supposed to like dip it in the chocolate. Maybe I should have dipped it first. Oh God, okay. Let's try that again with a different one. So, chop it in half first. I'm gonna dip the top in the chocolate and then put the whipped cream in here. Beautiful. And then put the, oh yeah, that was much better. I am clever. I put the top on. And here we have this little shoe bun. I'm hoping the other ones are gonna look better than this, but I bet you that this tastes incredible. So this is the second like bonus recipe they got, and it literally is just a chocolate eclair. Pretty sure the only reason they made them like round was so that they weren't identical to those ones, but looks good. Time for a little taste test. I'm just gonna bite it. The cream's probably gonna go everywhere. That is so good though. So going back to the other one, so the main recipe, the next thing is to make the passion fruit creme patisserie. So the creme pat, as they call it on the Bake Off, because I am a pro. On the top of the eclairs is literally just caramel, so it's just caster sugar in the pan on the hob until it's caramelised. Now I'm going to be honest, this looks absolutely disgusting. It literally looks like scrambled eggs and it smells like burnt milk. So there is potentially something that I did wrong. And now we're just pouring the passion fruit curd in. This smells incredible. We're just pouring this in. Oh, maybe not all of it. How much of this am I supposed to be putting in? Oh, basically all of it, yeah. And then that is so good. And then I put it in the fridge for it to cool down. And then it's going in the eclairs, and I really hope it's not going to ruin them because they've turned out pretty good so far, but this mixture looks disgusting. I've made the caramel, and then this is going to be the most exciting part, which is decorating. Gonna pick a good looking one, this one. We've got this big boy, and it's just, I assume, we just go, and I'm just gonna, I mean, it's got stuff in it. Do I need to do both sides? Or should one side be good? Who knows? That was kind of terrifying. Not gonna lie, I'm actually so chuffed with how these turned out this month. I think this one is the best one. But I think they look incredible. They actually like kind of look like the picture. Now, this week has probably been like the most annoying and difficult week, but it's also, in my opinion, I think been the best recipe. Just like, look how cute they are. Like, not to brag, but I'm a pro chef. Like, this is incredible. Get me on Bake Off the Professionals. But I think now is time for the all-important taste test. Honestly, incredible. The mint as well, like, I would say the mint is actually worth getting it because you do taste it in there. Passion fruit, amazing. Crunchy caramel on top. Little meringues, I've got a whole box of meringues still that I can use, but I'm so chuffed. But that's everything from me this week or this month for the Bake Off box. Come back next month for September's box. I actually don't know what September, October or November are going to be because the way they're doing it is it's going to be a recipe from the new series of Bake Off, which is kind of cool, but also, no, I just want to know what it is. And you're going to tell me when you email me to say my order's been dispatched anyway, so you might as well just tell me. But thank you again for watching. If you like this video and you want to see me keep doing them, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because part of me is contemplating cancelling this box, not gonna lie, even though it is super fun. But that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already and put the notifications on so you don't miss when I upload a video, which I'm trying to make every Monday. New video every Monday, but I need some suggestions for what kind of videos you want to see, so put those in the comments. But that is it for today. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.